Welcome back to the three-part series of Just Start. The time's gonna pass anyways. This is video number 2. And if you haven't watched the first one, you better go and watch that one, and then you can come right back and you can watch this one. Today we're gonna be talking about the why. Why you should just start. And let's waste no time. Let's just get right into it, alright? Let's be honest from the jump. Starting is very hard, and it could be exceptionally hard when your views are uncleared, unaligned, and you're not too sure, like things just feel kind of like a blur. Even if you're basing that just start on something that someone else is suggesting and it's not something that you actually want to do. So I want you to grab a journal or piece of paper or make a space in your notepad on your phone, and let's work through it together of why you should just start. Sometimes we feel like we should just start because it's a quote unquote good opportunity. We feel like this is a great opportunity, so I might as well just start now. I should just go out with this good opportunity, like a job, a school, relationship. But in the end, you only find yourself feeling drained, disconnected, and resentful. When your why is built on pressure, you will probably quit the minute it starts to get hard. But when your why is rooted in purpose, you're gonna always try to figure out a way to push through, and that's a fact. But it's not because it's easy. It's because it's meaningful. So let's talk about a little bit of when your why isn't working, or maybe it's not working anymore. Maybe you need to pivot a little bit. If you're chasing validation and not the vision at hand, then you got to restructure that a little bit. That why it's not strong enough. And please do not do this. Do not compare your pace to somebody else's pace. Your pace is your pace. Their pace is their pace. And if you're only doing it to prove someone wrong or prove your worth to someone, yeah, no, it's not sustainable, and sure shit, it ain't you either. So your why should always pull you forward, but not put you in the direction of perfection. Because imperfection is where you're gonna find so much more resistance, and you're not really gonna like the entire process. In general, you're not gonna like the process, but with perfection, you're really not going to like the process. So let's talk about what a strong why feels like, because a strong and solid why is personal. It may sound like I want to be proud of myself again, or I want to change what success looks like in my family, or I want to live a life that feels good in my body and not just for the gram. A strong and solid why is not flashy. It sure shit is not for everyone, but it's so clear that even in the toughest and darkest days, you can return to it and find yourself grounding in it. And it's also so strong that you will automatically remember why you started in the first place. All right, you remember I told you that you should have a space in your notepad or have a piece of paper or a journal to write down. So here I'm going to give you a little quick reflection journal prompt. What is your why? What is the reason why you want this dream, this shift, this version of you? And then I want you to ask yourself this question, and I ain't trying to ruffle any feathers here, but is it rooted in love or is it rooted in lack? It's important that we get clear of what it is rooted in, because you don't have to chase your worth. You already have it. So at this point, you got to start building from that place. All right, y'all. So that's part 2. In part 3, we're going to be talking about how to move forward. And I don't mean like wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and do like 50 freaking things. You do not need to do any of that in any way, shape, or form, but in a doable, real life, imperfect type of way. So again, don't forget to go ahead and subscribe so that you do not miss part 3. I will see you next week, and y'all know what to do. Walk with peace, walk with love.